Thanks for watching. I'm Margot Kinberg, and this is In the Spotlight, a closer look at a crime novel. For over 30 years, Donna Leon's work has gained her millions of fans and plenty of awards, too. She's become a staple in the crime fiction scene. Let's take a closer look at one of her books today and turn the spotlight on through a glass darkly. Venice Police Ispettore Lorenzo Vianello finds out that someone he knows, Marco Ribetti, has been arrested in connection with the demonstration against Venice's glass-blowing factories and the ecological damage they do. Ribetti wants Vianello's help dealing with the arrest, and Vianello agrees. He and his boss, Commissario Guido Brunetti, look into the case further. It turns out that Ribetti's father-in-law, Giovanni De Cal, owns one of the factories and is none too happy about the stance his son-in-law is taking. And his daughter Assunta is worried that her father has made threats against Ribetti. Then there's a death. Giorgio Tassini, who worked as night watchman at DeCal's factory, dies of what looks like a tragic accident. But Brunetti isn't so sure. There are a few signs that it was murder. For example, Tassini has a daughter with special needs and was convinced that the pollution from the factories caused her conditions. So Brunetti and Vianello start a murder investigation. They start with one clue. The victim had left behind a copy of Dante's Inferno. The clue doesn't mean a lot at first, but in the end, Brunetti puts the pieces together, and he and Vianello find that this case isn't as simple as it seems, and they find that the trail leads to some very high places. So what are the elements in this novel? What keeps it going? How does it reflect Leon's popularity, too, with her fans? As fans could tell you, the series is firmly set in Venice, and this novel is no different. In particular, the story focuses on Venice's tradition of glassblowing. It's an art form with an interesting history, and Leon explores it here. There's also a sense of Venice life and culture. Guido Brunetti has a loving family, and the novels follow the family just as they do the various plots. His wife, Paola Faglier, and his two children don't solve the mystery, but they provide a lot of solid support, and Brunetti listens to their ideas. And Paola is skilled at helping her husband when she's needed. There is wit and humor mixed in with those scenes as well. Brunetti doesn't solve his cases alone. He relies a lot on Vianello and on Signorina Letrozorzi, assistant to Vice Questore Giuseppe Pata. Fans of this series will be pleased to see these and other regular characters like Brunetti's family. Like many of Leon's books, this one explores social and ecological issues. In this case, it's the problem of toxic waste escaping into Venice's canals. There's also the gulf between people with money, power, and social position, and the system as it applies to ordinary people. And that's discussed here. Leon's agenda is evident, and some readers will notice that. Others won't be bothered by it. The mystery itself, why and by whom Giorgio Tassini was killed, is solved. Brunetti and Vianello are smart and observant, and they make effective use of the clues that they find. In fact, one small and seemingly insignificant clue provides Brunetti with an important piece of information that gives him the answer he needs. The novel isn't explicit, and although there is some real sadness, even tragedy, it's not really a dark, bleak novel. Readers who prefer less dark reading and who are unfamiliar with the series will be glad to know that Leon doesn't indulge in gore or explicitness. Through a Glass Darkly gives readers insight into an important part of Venice's artistic traditions. It features a clear, effective Venice setting, a puzzling mystery, and a smart detective whose colleagues and family have become favorites for fans. This has been In the Spotlight. I'm Margot Kinberg. Thanks for watching.